Hi everyone. So myself Dr. Ashok Rathod. So I am going to deal your syllabus that is second chapter and third chapter. So let me see your second chapter that is real number system. So in that first let me see uh, properties of real numbers under addition. Okay. So in lower level classes already you have seen so the meaning of closure law, associative law, existence of identity, existence of inverse, commutative law, distributive law. Okay. So in the same way, let we see closure law of addition for real numbers. Okay. So here for all a comma b belongs to R, then a plus b belongs to R. You take any two real numbers in the place of a and b. Okay. So 1 comma 2 belongs to R, then 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. This is also belongs to R. So if it holds good, then your closure law is satisfied. So next, your associative law of addition. For all a comma b comma c belongs to R, then a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. A plus b plus c. So in the place of ABC, if you take any three numbers, so in place of A 2, in place of B 3, in place of C 4, means 2 3 4. So 2 plus 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4 is 7, 2 plus 7 9. So here 2 plus 3 5, 2 plus 3 5 plus 4 9. So 9 equals 9. So here associative law holds good. So next is existence of additive identity. Existence of additive identity. So for all a belongs to R, there exists 0 belongs to R. 0 belongs to R such that a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a. So here your 0 acts as additive identity of real number. So the real number 0 is called as the additive identity of R. So for this, take an example. If 2 belongs to R, take a real number that is 2 belongs to R. So you add here 2 plus 0 is equal to 2 and 0 plus 2 is also 2. So here 2 is the real number and 0 is the your additive identity. Next, existence of additive inverse. So for all a belongs to R, there exists b belongs to R such that if we add these two, then we have to get 0. We have to get 0. So a plus b is equal to 0 and b plus a is equal to also 0. So here b is called as your additive inverse of a. So in place of b, if we take minus a, then a plus minus a is equal to 0 and minus a plus a also 0. So here b is called as additive inverse of a. So here take 1. If 1 belongs to R, so then inverse of 1, if you for what value of adding what value we get 0. So if I take 1 in place of a 1 and what value of b, this becomes 0. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So here minus 1 we can call that as additive inverse of 1. So next, commutative law. So that is for all a comma b belongs to R, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. Okay. So if you take any two real numbers, those are 3 and if you take 3 and 4, okay, a has 3 and b has 4. So if you add both through 3 and 4 is equal to what? 7. So 4 and 3 is equal to what? 7. So 7 equals 7. Therefore your commutative law holds good. Okay. Commutative law holds good. Okay. So these properties are very important. So next we use these properties again and again. So you remember these properties. Okay. So next, properties of real numbers. Properties of real numbers under multiplication. Properties of real numbers. Properties of real numbers under multiplication. So here first I take closure law of multiplication. So for all a comma b belongs to R, then a into b belongs to R. So here the operation is what? Multiplication. Okay, so you take any two real numbers 1 comma 2. So 1 and 2 are real numbers. The multiplication of these two numbers, that 1 into 2 is equal to 2, that also belongs to R. So here closure property, closure law holds good. Next, associative law. For all ABC belongs to R, then take any three real numbers. So 1, 2, 3. I take ABC as 1, 2, 3. So 1 into 2 into 3. So 1 into 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is what? 6. 6 into 1 is what? 6. So here 1 into 2, 2 into 3 is 6. So 6 equals 6. Therefore your associative law holds good. Okay. So next, existence of multiplicative identity. For all A belongs to R. So here we take there exists 1 belongs to R. So there exists 1 belongs to R such that A into 1 is equal to 1 into A is equal to A. So here we call the real number 1 is called the multiplicative identity of R. Here 1 is called the multiplicative identity of R. Okay. So next, existence of multiplicative inverse. For all A belongs to R and A is not equal to 0, there exists B belongs to R such that A into B is equal to B into A is equal to 1. So for what value of B we get 1. So thus B is called multiplicative inverse of A and it is defined as A inverse. A into A inverse is equal to 1, or A inverse can be written as 1 by A. So for what value of B it becomes 1. So A into 1 by A is equal to 1 and 1 by A into A is equal to 1. So here 1 by A is the multiplicative inverse of A. Multiplicative inverse of A. So next, commutative law of multiplication. So here for all A comma B belongs to R, A comma B belongs to R, then A into B is equal to B into A. You take into real numbers. If I take 4 and 5, 4 comma 5 belongs to R, then 4 into 5 is equal to 20 and 5 into 4 is also 20. Therefore your commutative law for real numbers holds good. Next, distributive law. Distributive law. For all ABC belongs to R, then A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. So you take three numbers, that as 1, 2, 3. A as 1, B as 2 and C as 1, 3. So then it will become 1 into 2 plus 3. So that is 2 plus 3 is what? 5. So 5 into 1, 5. So let me check your right hand side. So 1 into 2, because A is 1, B is 2. 1 into 2 is 2. 1 into C, that is C is what? 3. 1 into 3 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. So therefore 5 equals 5. Here your distributive law holds good for real numbers. Okay. Distributive law holds good for real numbers. So these properties are very important. Okay. So later we prove some results. For that we need these properties. Okay. So you remember these properties. Okay. So next, that is order axiom. So these four results are very important for the point of your jam type examinations. You remember these properties. Okay. So for all A comma B belongs to R, exactly one of the following holds. Exactly one of the following holds. So that is A is greater than B, A is equal to B, B is greater than A. So you take any two real numbers, either of the three property, means any one of these property holds good. Not at a time all the properties holds good. Okay. So if I take in place of A as 1 and B as 2, so which property holds good here? Which property holds good here? Is 1 is greater than 2? Is 1 is greater than 2? No. So is 1 is equal to 2? No. Is 2 is greater than 1? Yes. So in this case this property holds good, these two property doesn't holds good. So the meaning of this result is for all A comma B belongs to R, exactly one of the following property holds, that is A is greater than B, either of A is greater than equal to B, A is greater than B, A is equal to B, and B is greater than A. So this property is called as the law of trichotomy, or trichotomy law. So This will be asked again and again in your CT examinations, that is your JAM examinations. You remember this property. Okay. So again, if I take A as 2 and B as 2, so is 2 is greater than 2? No. Is 2 is equal to 2? Yes. Is 2 is greater than 2? Because your B is also 2. So these two fails, this holds good. Okay. So if your A is bigger, then this property holds good. If A equals to B, then this property holds good. If your B is bigger, then this property holds good. Okay. So you remember these properties very cleanly. Okay. So next. So that is for all A comma B belongs to R. For all A comma B belongs to R. A comma B belongs to R. So that implies then A is greater than B. That implies that A plus C greater than B plus C, because here we have added C both sides. So this property is known as monotone law of addition. This is known as monotone law of addition. So you remember this equation. Okay, this equation. So if this equation is asked, then that is the type of monotone law of addition. Monotone law of addition. So next is third property. For all A comma B comma C belongs to R, A comma B comma C belongs to R, then A is greater than B and B is greater than C. That implies that A is greater than C. So this type of law is known as transitivity law. Transitivity law. Okay. So you also remember this property. So next, for all A comma B comma C belongs to R, then A is greater than B, A is strictly greater than B, and C is greater than C. C is greater than 0. C is greater than strictly greater than 0. Then AC is greater than BC. AC is greater than BC. So this is known as monotone law of multiplication. This is known as monotone law of multiplication. So with this, I conclude this class. So if you have any doubts regarding your properties of real numbers under addition, properties of real number under multiplication, and these order axioms. So if you won't follow these results, you can ask questions, or you can send your questions to my WhatsApp number and clarify your doubts. Thank you one and all.